What's going on, everybody? David here from Bluckers Videos and Toys, and today I want to share with y'all a haul that I picked up at a local shop here in town called Recycle Books, Records, and CDs. And they've actually, the last couple of years or so, maybe a little longer, but they've really picked up the toy game. So they've been buying a lot of vintage toys to go along with their shop because mainly at the time, Recycle Books is mainly known for being a bookstore, and it's been a staple in here in town for many years. And and of course, they sell movies and CDs and records and stuff like that, comic books, anything like that. And they sell a few video games. They don't have as much as they used to, because I remember a couple of years ago or so, video games, they had some nice collections come and go, but they haven't had anything good lately in the last couple of years or so. Um, but I always try to make an effort to go there once a week, if not once a month, because it's such an awesome spot. It's my honey hole there, and anybody that watches my channel that knows me personally knows the stuff that I picked up there. I picked up some pretty cool shit there. So, anyways, back to what I was originally saying. They've been in the toy game for quite some time now, for about a couple of years. They had some knickknacks here and there when they first started buying figures, but it wasn't really anything that was, you know, worthwhile. They just had a handful. I think for several years they had some McFarlane Conan figures. They're more like staction figures, as they say. But they had been sitting on the shelf for like years. When I mean years, I mean years. And finally, after a while, they did sell, but it just took some time, several years, to sell. But anyways, so my recent visit there, and I've showed these off to a few friends of mine, and I was shocked to find these there, and to still be there when I was able to go back and get these. It's pretty surprising itself. So on the average, these vehicles were like $25 each on average for each, and so very stoked to add these to my Kenner collection. And if y'all know, I'm a huge Kenner fan. The Kenner King, as they would call me. Some of my friends would call me and stuff. But but yeah. And this is the first time really dipping in this line because it's pretty pricey. And the only thing that I only have one figure from this particular line. And I found this in a consignment shop, in town, and it just happened to be in a bag with a couple other Kenner figures, and so it was my lone superpowers figure that I have, and this was it's Lex Luthor. So he's my only superpowers figure that I have. I'm not including the McFarlane stuff. I'm talking about Kenner vintage superpowers. So Lex Luthor is the only one that's in my collection as of right now at the time of this recording. Will I go all in on this line? Probably not, because there are a few pieces that are pretty expensive, and the figures are okay in price. They're not too terribly expensive. They can be somewhat affordable depending on the condition, and if they come with accessories and things like that. But to be able to find these three vehicles is a statement in itself, and to get them for 25 each is another statement in itself, because these vehicles are in top tier shape. They're not the mint, but they're clean enough to know that they've been played with, but they've also been displayed with too as well. So they've been well taken care of also. So the first one I wanted to show is I want to show y'all is the Superman mobile, or Superman ship. So this is pretty cool, and it's very clean. You can tell it's got some playware and stuff on it, but it's very clean as far as stickers goes. You know, yeah, there's a little bit of peeling, a little bit right there on the side, but the inside, as far as stickers goes, is very clean. So a little peeling right there, of course, you know, right there on the side. But other than that, it's a clean vehicle. Everything's intact, original stickers. So it's very fun and very cool. And of course, you know, here's the button for the play feature. So very cool. So yeah, very happy to have that. So that's the Supermobile. Now I just need a Superman to go along with them. Next up is one that I've actually really been wanting for a while, and just to complete the Batman, because I like buying the Batmobiles, you know, to have them on display, and this is one that eluded me for quite some time. Of course, you know, here is the Superpowers Batmobile. So if you could look, and you could tell how clean this thing is. It's been well taken care of. You know, it's been played with, but it's been taken care of as well. So everything on this thing works. At first, this thing didn't work and it got stuck, and so I was able to finagle it and get it working again. So very happy about that. So it's a clean ride. You know, normally when you buy these used, if you buy them cheap, normally they would be missing these, or they'd be cracked or broken or things like that. But no, a little couple of scratches here and there, you know, smudge marks. But other than that, holding up pretty well. So as far as the feature goes, this is the yellow thing is for the headlights. So the headlights do work. And then of course, the steering wheel comes out, you know, so you can extend the steering wheel. Put that back in. And of course, you know, the stickers are still good too. They're still relatively good. And then of course, you know, here's the battering ram, and there's the switch right there. So that pops out. And then here is the claw grabby thing. Because when I first did it, it would only stick out like halfway, like that much, but it wouldn't go all the way around. So that little button right there. Ah, see, that's what it did. So, but it does work. It just, you gotta yeah. Of course, it wouldn't work when I'm doing this video, but it works sometimes, I guess. But it's not like I'm gonna be. I guess you just gotta play with it. There you go. You just gotta finagle it in the beginning if it's been sitting for a while. So very cool. But yeah, that is the Batmobile. I'm so happy to have this. So now I just need a Batman and Robin, you know. And so the last vehicle was, to my surprise, I didn't know I was ever going to get, because I used to have the Batman collection, Kenner Batman collection Batcopter, and of course, you know, it's the same mold and everything for the most part. And so here is the Superpowers version of the Batcopter. Now, the other one I had, you know, pretty much the same thing. It was all jet black and everything. I think this was clear and everything. So I don't remember what happened to it. It was like the only vehicle I had as far as the Batcopter goes for the Kenner collection. But yeah, this is very cool. Very happy to have this. I think this was like $30, I believe. But still cheap. I mean, everything's intact. Everything works. This right here, this is all original. I tried to untie it because it was tied in a bunch of knots for whatever reason. So it's supposed to be on the front right here. Yeah, but yeah, it just got too much. It's too old, and I didn't want to ruin it any more than it already has been ruined. So this is just the original string, you know, that came with it. It's crazy, huh? So everything's still intact on this thing. This thing still works. You know, the pillars. And here is the missile. There's the button for the missile. So it works. So then that it's supposed to be tied right there. but for whatever reason it's not. I guess they untied it or cut it, whatever the last person did with it. They just said F it and decided not to put it back, and they just left it as is. But it's supposed to shoot out, and then all you got to do is just rewind that. So, but yeah, but that's cool though. I mean, I'm still very happy to have the string. So everything's still good in this one. This one's still got its original stickers. Don't see any peeling or anything. So there is the original stickers right there. Sorry, I know that lighting's not very good. You can't really see. But yeah, there's the stickers right there. I know the lighting's not the best, but they're there. So they're all still intact. I wonder if I could take this off real quick. There we go. I don't know if that was any better, but yeah. Stickers right there, still pretty good. Still good right there. So all original stuff. So whoever got rid of this collection is my gain. So very happy to have them. So these are the vehicles that I picked up to add to my Kinder collection. And like I said, will I be going all in? No, probably not. I do want the Hall of Justice. Of course, you know, that's a grail piece on a lot of people's list that collects this line that doesn't have it. It's one of mine now, you know, because each time I check off a grail I always try to add a new one. So it'll be real worth the hunt. So would love to have the Hall of Justice to go along with these vehicles. Of course, you know, I need some figures here and there, just like the main people. You know, if I can get others, that's fine. But of course, you know, I need the main people like Superman, Batman, Robin, Joker. I don't know. Did they even have a Joker in that particular one? I don't even remember. Got a Lex Luthor, so I just need his accessories. So I just need his accessories and stuff. Probably find them online and whatnot. You know, but just the essential characters, you know. But yeah, this is my haul, my wonderful haul that I got from Recycle Books, you know. So I'm very, very happy to finally get these. I've always wanted to get some of this stuff to add to the Kinder collection, so I finally do. So I'm truly humbled to stumble across all this. So anyways, I hope y'all enjoyed this little haul video. Let me know in the comments down below what you think. And don't forget, where's the wisdom? Buy what you love and not what you like, because if you buy what you like, you will always end up getting rid of it. And I will catch y'all later.